Hi, and welcome to this full body yoga flow. When you're ready, meet me in child's pose. So making your way into child's pose by coming into a tabletop position. Open the knees wide, bring the big toes to touch, and shift the hips back towards the heels. Rest the forehead on the mat and extend the arms forward. Just take a few moments to connect with your breath here. Allowing yourselves to be fully present on your mat. Inviting yourself to move with intention and awareness. Take 3 more breaths. And slowly lift the head up and walk the hands over towards the right. Reach the left hand as far as you can, or perhaps even stacking it on top of the right. Lower the forehead onto the mat and try to drop that left shoulder a little bit. Shift the hips over towards the left. Take 2 more breaths here. Good. Lift the head up. Walk the hands over towards the left side. Reach the right hand as far as you can, or even stack it on top of the left. Lower the forehead onto the mat. Drop that right shoulder. Shift the hips over towards the right. Take 2 breaths here. Good. Slowly lift the head back up and walk the hands back to center. Make your way into a tabletop position for a few rounds of cat-cow. In this variation, we are rotating our hands so that the fingertips point towards the knees, just to feel a nice stretch along the wrist and the forearms here. So on the inhale, arch the spine, lift the head, lift the tail for cow. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail for cat. 2 more here. Inhale, arch the spine, lift the head, lift the tail. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. 1 more. Inhaling to arch the spine. Exhale to round. Very good. Come back to a neutral spine. Rotate the fingertips forward. Extend the right leg out to the side. Align the right foot with the left knee. On the next inhale, arch the spine, lift the head, lift the tail. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, and shift the hips back into a child's pose. Stay here for a breath. Good. On the next inhale, come back to your tabletop. Lift the right leg up. Swing it over towards the left. Cross the left leg. Lower the toes onto the floor. Eye gaze over the left shoulder. And pause here. Very good. Slowly bring the right knee back onto the mat into a tabletop. Good. Let's do that on the other side. Extend the left leg out to the side. Align the left foot with the right knee. Inhale, arch the spine, lift the head, lift the tail. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, shift the hips back, child's pose. Stay here for a breath. And on the next inhale, make your way back into a tabletop, neutral spine. Lift the left leg, swing it over towards the right, lower the left toes. Eye gaze over the right shoulder. Pausing here for about 2 breaths. Good. Slowly release the left knee back onto the mat, making your way into a tabletop. Tuck the toes in this tabletop and walk the hands back and come to sit on the heels. So you have the option to keep the hands on the mat, but if you can, try to bring the hands to rest on the thighs, keeping the spine nice and tall. Pause here. Let's hold this pose for 2 breaths. Good. Slowly release. Make your way back into a tabletop position. Untuck the toes, point the toes, and then tap the top of the feet just a few times on the mat. Good. Find stillness here. Walk the hands back. Come back to sit on the heels again for a seated twist. So stacking the shoulders over the hips. Spine is nice and tall. Inhale, circle arms up, palms face each other. Exhale, lower the arms and twist to the right. Right hand can rest behind you for support. Left hand can come to the outside of the right knee. On the inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, pull the belly in and twist to the right. Eye gaze over the right shoulder. Staying here for 1 more breath. Good. On the exhale, slowly release. Make your way back to center. Again, spine is nice and tall. Inhale, circle arms up, palms face each other. Exhale, lower the arms, twist to the left. Left hand can rest behind you for support. Right hand can rest or can hold on to the right knee. The left knee. Eye gaze over the left shoulder. On the inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, pull the belly in and twist a little deeper. Good. On the next exhale, slowly release and make your way back into a tabletop. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. Tuck the toes and hover the knees a couple of inches off the mat for floating table. Pausing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift the hips up into a downward dog. Go ahead and pedal out the legs, bending one knee at a time. Lower one heel at a time onto the mat. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Just inviting any movement that feels good. Maybe you rock the hips side to side. Taking 2 more breaths here. Good. Find stillness in your downward dog. And on the inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look at the hands. Exhale, take baby steps to the top of the mat, making our way into a ragdoll pose. So keeping a deep bend in the knees, bring the belly to the thighs, tuck the chin to the chest, let the head get heavy. You have the option to keep the fingertips on the mat, or you can bend the elbows, hold on to opposite elbows, and just relax the upper body. Here you can sway side to side. Keep the eyes open. Relax the head. Maybe shake the head no, nod the head yes. If you're holding on to the elbows, release the hands onto the mat, and we are going to roll ourselves up into mountain pose. So slowly roll yourself up, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Take the hands, slide them up the legs. Taking your time here. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, slide them down the back, arms by the sides, palms facing forward. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, circle arms up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, lift the torso for a halfway lift. Shoulders away from the ears, crown reaching forward, tail reaching back. On the next exhale, release, coming back to coming back to a forward fold. Plant the hands and step back into a high plank. With the option to lower the knees, inhale, slightly shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Keep them close to the body and lower yourself onto the mat. Untuck the toes. Press the hands and press the feet into the mat. And on the inhale, lift the head and chest up into a baby cobra. Exhale, pass through tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Good. On the next inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the right knee, stack the right hip over the left. Open up that hip. Press the right hand a little bit harder into the mat. Maybe even come onto the fingertips of the left hand. Good. Slowly release the left palm if you came onto the fingertips. Level out the hips. Lengthen the right leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee. Bring it to the right elbow. Pause here. Inhale, come back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it towards the nose. Push the mat away. Keep the hips up high. Inhale, lengthen the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring it towards the left elbow. Pause here and extend the right leg. Lower the right foot onto the floor. Inhale, reach the left hand towards the sky. Open up the chest. Lift the hips up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower the left hand onto the mat. Make your way back into a three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the knee back towards the nose. Push the mat away and plant the right foot between the hands. Lower the back foot, aligning the back foot with the short end of the mat. Inhale to windmill the arms up for warrior two. So shoulders are stacked on top of the hips or stacked over the hips. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Hands are pulling away from each other. Eye gaze over the front fingers. Press the feet into the mat and imagine you're dragging them towards each other to keep the legs engaged. Right knee is over the right ankle. Push the right knee out. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, sink the hips a little deeper. Take another breath in. Exhale, windmill the arms. Frame the right foot. Right foot steps back. Make your way into a high plank or modified plank. Inhale, slightly shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Lower yourself onto the mat. Untuck the toes. Press the feet, press the hands into the mat. Inhale, lift the head and chest up to a baby cobra. Exhale, pass through tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, downward dog. Stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the left knee, stack the left hip over the right. Open up the hip. Press the left hand a little bit harder into the mat. Maybe come onto the right fingertips. Lower the right palm. Level out the hips, extend the left leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring it towards the left elbow. Pause here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it towards the nose. Keep the hips up high. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring it towards the right elbow. Pause here. Extend the left leg. Inhale, reach up towards the sky with the right hand. Open up the chest. Fallen triangle. Lift the hips up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower the right hand and make your way back into three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose. Push the mat away. Plant the left foot between the hands. Lower the right heel for warrior two. Inhale to windmill the arms up, making your way into a warrior two. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears, hands pulling away. Eye gaze over the front left fingers. Settle into this pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink the hips a little bit more. Good. On the next exhale, windmill the arms, frame the left foot, come onto the ball of the right foot. Left foot steps back for a high plank. Inhale, slightly shift forward. Exhale, lower yourself onto the mat. Untuck the toes. Press the hands, press the feet into the mat. And on the next inhale, lift the head and chest up. Baby cobra. Exhale, pass through tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look at the hands. Exhale, take baby steps to the top of the mat, making your way into a forward fold. We're going to roll ourselves up back into a Tadasana, mountain pose. So slowly lift yourself up, slide the hands up the legs, stack one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders come up to the ears. Slide them down the back. Arms by the sides, palms facing forward. Good. From this Tadasana, we will make our way into Malasana. So I like to bring the feet wide as the mat and point the toes out diagonally. On the inhale, circle arms up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center and begin to bend the knees and sink the hips as far as you can. If this is as far as you can go, then that's fine. You can stay here, not a problem. But if you can't, try to go a little bit deeper. It's okay if you're on the toes and the heels are lifted, or even if you need to use your hands for support. Wherever you are, try to keep the spine nice and long. Maybe sway side to side if that feels good, or you can just sit here in stillness. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Good. Take the hands behind you for support to lower the hips, and then make your way onto your back. Keep the knees bent and bring the feet about hip width apart. Let's see, extend the right leg. Bring the left knee towards you. Interlace the fingers a couple of inches below the knee. Pull the left knee towards the left shoulder, making sure to clear the ribs, and relax the right leg. Begin to slow the breath down. Two more breaths here. Good. We're going to, from here, we'll go into supine twist. So right hand comes to the left knee. Extend the left arm by the side with the palm facing up. Take the right hand to guide the knee over towards the right. Staying here for about 5 breaths. On the next inhale, lift the left knee. Come back to center. Lower the left foot and extend the left leg. Bend the right knee. And bring it towards your chest. Interlace the fingers a couple of inches below the knee. And then pull the right knee towards the right shoulder. Clearing the ribs. Relax the left leg and the left hip. Stay here for 3 breaths. Slowly transitioning into supine twist. Release the right arm by the side, palm facing up. Use the left hand to guide the right knee over towards the left. And when you arrive, pause for 5 breaths. Taking your time to bring your knee back to center. Readjust your hips if you need to. And slowly make your way into your final resting pose of Shavasana with the legs extended. Toes fall out naturally. Arms by the sides with the palms facing up. And close the eyes. Tune into the breath. Tune into the thoughts. Allow yourself to fully surrender in this moment of stillness and of rest. With each exhale, see if you can get a little bit softer. With each exhale, see if you can melt a little bit more into your mat. Take 2 more breaths here. Now you have the option to stay here in this Shavasana for as long as you need. And when you're ready, you can invite movement into your fingertips and your toes. Just gently moving the fingers, moving the hands, moving the feet. Open up the eyes and bend one knee at a time. And roll onto either side. And when you arrive on your side, just pause there for a breath. Take the top hand to press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. We've arrived to the end of our practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. From my heart to yours, namaste.